today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now Ryan. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, Ryan. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Jaguars in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 68 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Robinson with another carry. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And here's Rodgers on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. On 2nd and 2, Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Fuller run show Fatukasi. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. Now Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away.
Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
From the 45 on second down, Ryan. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Lawrence on first down. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how it happened.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Up and good for Santoso. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points. This is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to have the hook up to QT. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Here's Ryan to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen developing, and they shut that one down.
Here's Ryan. Out of his hands quickly. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.